Good evening. This is Kate Weatherwise with a weather update covering February 26th through March 2nd, 2026, concerning different regions around the United States. Let's take a look at watches, warnings, and advisories around the country this evening. There are not many to speak of outside of a high wind warning in Montana, where you will see very gusty winds tomorrow, which is Thursday, and red flag warnings for southeastern Wyoming into northwestern Nebraska and also down into southwestern Texas, where you have seen gusty winds and low humidities for a couple weeks now. Looking at the latest European model, it is going to be on the quiet side outside of a little bit of rain coming into the east and the southeast with perhaps some thunderstorms tomorrow into Friday and some snow up north, but for the most part, just a little bit of rain, some cooler temperatures, but also some warmth in the center of the country. And here on Monday, we do see a system coming into the upper Midwest that could bring some snow to the mid-Atlantic and perhaps some mixed precipitation as well into Monday, March 2nd. We'll keep an eye on that as we get closer. Of course, things always change. It's 5 days out, and I don't like to give a forecast this far out, but it is something that I will definitely be keeping an eye on. But a lot of the country is going to be quiet, and in fact, the Pacific Northwest, you could see some spring temperatures here coming up over the next 10 days with just a little bit of chance of some rain. Next, we're going to look at the snowfall forecast over the next little bit, and that is light as well. We don't have nearly as much snow coming into the upper Midwest and the New England area like we have seen throughout this entire winter. We have a few systems coming in. There's not even going to be very much snow into the mountains of the west either. We do have this system that I mentioned before that's going to come through the mid-Atlantic perhaps Monday and bring a little bit of snow, but it is going to be light. And if you back up a little bit and then go forward, you see that system coming in, but overall, it is not going to be very snowy for the next week, perhaps maybe just 5 days to a week for this entire country. To go along with that, we are looking at temperatures over the next 5 days or so, and you see that most of the very cold air is staying captured up into Canada with just a little bit of blips coming down into the northern states of the upper Midwest, into the Mountain West, and perhaps into New England area, perhaps getting down further down into Pennsylvania as we go into the weekend, which is going to be needed for that snow that is potentially going to fall in the Mid-Atlantic area on Monday. Even though it is quiet right now, it is giving the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast some breather room to clean up after the snow. This is Kate Weatherwise saying goodbye for now.